Hello YouTube, today I will be unboxing Wolves HSK Pro 4K edition and comparing them to non-fingertip mices like Razer V2 Pro, TenZ edition, Final Mouse and G Pro Superlight. So let's unbox this mouse, and this will be my first fingertip mouse, and I wonder how it will feel, how I will be playing with it, because I never used the mouse like this. Here it is, nothing there. Here is the box. The box is actually very beautiful, very well designed. You can read if you want. Let's take this off. And let's see. Let's open the box. Some brochure or something. It looks very nice, very well designed. The accessories cannot be returned or exchanged after being used. You actually got a lot of things with this mouse. So you've got this thing to replace your skates, and here you got these skates. You've got two pairs of these skates, so that's very nice. I'm very happy they include this. They're like very slippery. They will be fast and they will glide very well on the mousepad, like the Hien, for example. Here is another one to replace your skates. Here is the paintbrush. Okay, this is actually first time I think the company included the paintbrush to brush your mouse. It's actually pretty nice. The brush is soft and you can get the dust off of your mouse. So that's okay, alright. Very happy with that. Here is the cable. It's gray with logo. The dongle is signed with only the logo. Wolves receiver. There is none name of the mouse on it. The cable is actually pretty short. It's like half of the meter, maybe a little bit longer than this. It's actually not that long compared to like Viper V2 Pro cable. So, and it's not coated, but I don't think it is an issue since the mouse is wireless. HSK Pro 4K introduction. You've got the box content, specs, software tech, description, everything you can read on there. So yeah, that's pretty nice. They are describing the mouse very well, like DPI, default battery capacity, battery life. They said the battery on 4K Hz polling rate is 35 hours, which is actually pretty long, I think. I thought this mouse would be dying on me like every half of the day, but okay. And here is the mouse, which is actually pretty small, and it is wrapped. You have two dongles just laying right there out from the box. This is USB adapter, so you can plug this thing from this USB to USB-C, and you can charge the mouse. So you have actually two adapters, white and black, so if you lose one you always have the second one, so it's nice. So we can plug this cable right there. And finally we've got the mouse, which is incredibly light from the first touch. It's so much lighter than the TenZ mouse, and I'm actually pretty shocked this is that light. Like, it is so light compared to the TenZ mouse or V2 Pro. I'm actually pretty shocked. This mouse can be this light, but it is fingertip mouse, so it's reasonable. The skates on the mouse are rounded, so it should not be scratching, and they are not scratching. They are actually gliding pretty well. I think there is like they should break, of course, but I think the V2 Pro is gliding a little bit better. And right now I think there is something like stopping the glide, like stopping, like it's not a huge deal breaker, but I think they are not gliding that well bottom right on this skate. There is something like, right now at least, something that stops this skate from gliding. I think it will break after a while, but this is good to mention because 10th edition final mouse had scratching skates on my copy, so I think it will break like after like a week. Here are the clicks. Yeah, they are like, they sounds pretty nice compared to like V2 Pro where I actually don't like the click sounds, not the click feeling, but they are actually pretty loud, which I don't like, to be honest. I think they are like, they are not bad. They have a bit of mushiness in them, but not like something it's unusable or something. Mouse 1 and mouse 2 buttons are curved towards the front, so they are positioned lower than the hump, positioned a little bit lower than on the other mices. I think you can feel that actually. Your fingers are a little bit lower on other mices. I think the click feeling compared to these three mices, I think the closest one is actually the G Pro Superlight, but this one is like, it's easier to press, I think, and it's not that clicky. These clicks are a little bit mushy, but they are nice to click, it's not like unusable. The scroll wheel works very well, steps are well defined, you have to put a little bit force to it, it's stopping very well, you can spam scroll it, no issue with that. I think it is positioned a little bit more deeply to the bottom of the mouse than, for example, V2 Pro. This one is not as much visible as the Viper V2 Pro one, and while scrolling you can actually feel the bottom of the mouse, like the bottom of this part of the mouse and this one. Your finger is touching the mouse while scrolling, while especially if you want to do like a B-hop or something, I don't think it will be comfortable for you. You will be touching the mouse a lot of time, I think. Not like the V2 Pro. I think the side buttons, they are fine, but I don't think you will be comfortable while playing with this mouse, with them, because it is hard actually to press those. Like the side buttons compared to the V2 Pro, they're like more mushy, less clicky, but they are at the same time more silent than V2 Pro, for example. But I think those side buttons are still better than on the Superlight, because they are not mushy. The post travel is not as much as on the Superlight. They are not sink into the mouse as much as G Pro Superlight, and they are comfortable to press, but it will be, as I said, a little bit hard to press them. Let's actually plug the receiver and see if mouse works. Alright, the mouse is plugged in. Here is your switch. The switch is somehow hard to turn on, but you have to use a little bit of your fingernail. But while turning on, mouse just flashed the bottom and the mouse works. Using the mouse on your desktop, like, I think it's pretty nice on the first impression. Like, there is not a big issue I can see. You can grip the mouse pretty well with fingertip grip. Like, the buttons are fine while spam clicking. like nothing wrong with it. Scrolly has defined steps. It has a little bit force to it, so you won't scroll accidentally. It has rubber on it, so your finger won't slip from the scroll wheel. Switches are fine. They're clicky. I mean, they are mushy, but it's not an issue, I think. They are not like that bad. The sensor is sideways. The sensor is put sideways, but I can't really feel that on the desktop. Mouse actually functions as it should. You can click those buttons towards the end as well as towards the front. The pre-travel is actually the same towards the whole button, so it is pretty nice. So yeah, I think it will be all for this video. This mouse costs 180 USD. It is incredibly high price for the fingertip mouse, but as I said, this is my first one, and I'm actually pretty happy with this mouse. And I can see immediately like some issues with it, like comparing to like a V2 Pro that I have. It is fine. I'm actually pretty happy I bought this mouse because this is my first fingertip one. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the gameplay, and I think I will do a review of this mouse. See ya.